So, my dear brothers and sisters, let me take this opportunity again to welcome you again, Olo. And I know that the mercies of God has been with you, and He has always been faithful in taking good care of us. The Lord is always faithful, and that is one thing that I'm always peaceful when I know that even if when I ask something from Him, it doesn't matter how long it will take, but I know He's a faithful God, and eventually He will actually fulfill that promise. And today I am privileged actually to share with you one of the greatest discussions again about religion, because I told you this thing is global. This thing is global, and religion and freedom of worship is actually under attack. As we are talking right now, it's actually under attack, and this is what it's making all religious leaders to come together so that they may actually be able to find a solution over this global attack. Now, today I'm privileged to follow Apostle Elder Andersen at a place called Horasis. Okay, Horasis, I don't know Horasis where it is, and I don't know even if I'm pronouncing it very well, but it's called Horasis. It's called Horasis Religious Meeting in Portugal. Okay, so that is Horasis. I think it's a town in Portugal. That is where they were meeting, and they were discussing about this religion. And without further ado, please welcome, and let's see what exactly was actually discussed.
We are very glad to hold this Horasis Global meeting here in Portugal, having around 400 representatives from all around the world joining us here for 3 days of very intensive discussion about the future. We are here actually to shape the future. And we're not only inviting business people, but we're also inviting representatives of certain governments. We have the Prime Minister of Portugal, the President of Portugal, Minister of Economy, Minister of Foreign Affairs, and many other stakeholders, including religious leaders. It's the first time we are hosting a session with religious leaders focusing on trust and how we can rebuild trust. We believe in togetherness. It's a major topic, the theme of the summit. So we'd like to involve all stakeholders, business, governments, civil society, and religious leaders.
Well, I'm very thankful to be with such distinguished guests here. Thank you very much for including me. Religion that is freely chosen, that is chosen by the heart, which is the case in all free societies, is a thing that lifts the society. And I just wanted to say that this trust and togetherness is fostered tremendously by all of the religions represented here and many others across every continent. I am very thankful to be able to meet tonight with Prime Minister Antonio Costa and to thank him for his participation in helping us obtain the property so important for the new temple being built here in Lisbon. And of course, we are honored to be able to have these experiences and be with them.
You know, it is an honor to sit on a platform alongside leaders of other faith traditions. I've spent the whole of my life working not in a silo, but actually with people outside the church, with different denominations within the church, and with people who have no faith at all. And one of the things I'm most passionate about is that we learn to turn from being back to back to face, but then actually to go out shoulder to shoulder.
All the panelists were very interesting people, and were good people. And you can see how those of us of goodwill must gather together on causes that we can all support. We might have doctrinal differences. Canon Snyder of the Anglican Church, Cardinal Turkson from the Vatican. These are people who are around the world doing good, trying to help the poor, refugees, trying to be a force for peace, and we want to participate in these sorts of things with them. We want more and more to speak to others outside of our own congregations, the 12 are to be a testimony of Christ to all the world.
So, my dear brothers and sisters, as you can see there, Apostle Andersen actually has clarified, and it looks like it was a very intense conference. Looks like it was a very intense conference with a lot of professionals there, and the church and Christian leaders were well represented there. And that is why you find that there is no drive of anything without religion. There is no drive of anything without religion. And that's why this concept of religion, when it is being attacked, it is actually attacking the soul of humanity, and which is very dangerous. Very dangerous. When you start attacking religion, in other words, you want to turn human beings into something else. You want to make them, behave like robots, which is not proper. And that's why the concept of religion being there, that people can choose when and how to worship from the conviction of their own very own hearts, that one is actually what we call liberty. And that is what Heavenly Father required of each and every one of us. That when we choose to worship Him, when we choose to live for Him, we do it out of our own inner conviction, not because circumstances have forced you, or not because somebody is putting a situation somewhere that is actually depriving you of your own agency, and that is uncalled for. Okay, that is uncalled for. And that is why you find the church is also joining with other churches in advocating the freedom of religion. And that is key to me, which is very wonderful to me, and that is actually proper, that we need to fight for the freedom of religion in our societies. Otherwise, thank you very much, my dear brothers and sisters, and I'm looking forward to see you yet another day. And for those who've not subscribed, please, I will encourage you, make sure you subscribe as we strive forth even to share these glad tidings. Otherwise, thank you.